She seemed kind, but she was a serial killer. Her name was Sarah Johnson, a nurse who was supposed to care for her patients, but chose a horrifying path instead. Within 2 months, several children in her care passed away unexpectedly. These deaths didn't happen because of illness or accidents. They followed a pattern: sudden collapses, strange seizures, and devastated families left with no answers. The terrible truth was eventually uncovered. Sarah had been injecting her patients with lethal doses of insulin or potassium. These substances stopped their little hearts, and she would act like she was trying to save them. No one suspected her because she seemed like a caring and hardworking nurse, often comforting the grieving families. But behind her kind appearance, she was taking innocent lives. Her crimes were exposed when one child survived her attack. Doctors began investigating and discovered a series of unexplained deaths and injuries, all connected to Sarah. She was arrested, and the hospital, once a place of hope, became a symbol of fear. This story happened in England. Let me know your country, and I can create a story from there. If you see her late at night, just run. She is Rokurokubi. This story happened in a small village in Korea. There was a woman named Leon. She was quiet, kind, and lived alone on the edge of a small village. But Leon wasn't just a normal woman. She was a Rokurokubi. At night, her neck would stretch long, like a monster's. One night, a traveler named Jun arrived in the village and stayed at a nearby inn. Unable to sleep, he decided to take a walk. As he walked under the moonlight, he saw something that made his blood run cold. A floating head. Leon's neck stretched and writhed in the shadows, like a snake hunting its prey. Jun couldn't move. He turned and ran back to the inn, locking the door behind him, too terrified to speak. The next morning, he told the villagers what he had seen. They were horrified. The elder confronted Leon and said, "You must leave. We won't hurt you, but you cannot stay here." Leon, with no choice, packed her things and vanished into the forest, never to be seen again. Guys, comment your name and country so I can make a story from your country and using your name. The storm raged outside. My brother had gone to buy supplies in the afternoon, but hadn't returned. At 9 p.m., a loud knock shook the house. My mother opened the door. My brother stood there, soaking wet, pale, silent. His eyes, wide, empty, unblinking, seemed to stare past us without a word. He walked to his room and shut the door. Morning came. He hadn't come out. Just as my mother went to wake him, my phone rang. That call was from police. They said, "We found your brother's body. He drowned in the flood last night." My blood ran cold. If my brother was dead, who was in his room? I rushed to my parents' room, only to find them lying motionless, eyes open, dead, heart pounding. I turned. My brother stood behind me, smiling. This story is from Japan. Comment your country and I will make a story from your country. It was past midnight, and I was alone at the bus stop. The street was quiet, and the cold air made me shiver. I felt someone watching me. I looked up. A man sat at the other end of the bench, staring at me with a strange smile. "Your name is Emily, right?" he said. My heart started beating fast. I didn't know him. "Do I know you?" I asked. His smile got bigger. "I watch you sleep." The bus arrived. I rushed inside and sat near the front. When I looked back, the man was gone. That night, I locked my doors and closed my curtains. Just as I started to relax, my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. "Good night, Emily. This story is from USA. Comment your country and I will make a story from your country." After we got married, my husband told me never to go into the basement at night. He wouldn't say why, just made me promise. One night, while he was working late, I got curious. I grabbed my phone for light and slowly walked down the stairs. The air felt heavy, and the basement was freezing. Then I saw him, my husband, sitting on a chair, facing the wall. My heart pounded. "Honey," I whispered. He turned slowly. His eyes were completely black, and he was smiling. I ran upstairs, slammed the door, and locked it. When my husband came home the next morning, I told him what I saw. His face went pale. I wasn't home last night. I never went near the basement again. But some nights, I still hear footsteps coming from down there. Tell me in the comment, is her husband as lie to her or not? And what she has to do. This old lady gave out free bread every Sunday until someone found a human tooth inside. My name is Lucy, and I grew up in a quiet village near Yorkshire Dales, England. Every Sunday morning, an old woman named Mrs. Bellamy would stand outside her stone cottage on Church Lane, offering fresh, warm bread to anyone passing by. She was kind, always smiling, and locals said her bread helped with everything, from sleep to sadness. People trusted her. She had lived in the village longer than anyone else. One rainy Sunday, my little brother Tommy took a bite of his loaf and started choking. Mom tore it open, and inside was a human tooth, not a decoration, a real yellow tooth. The village doctor checked the rest. More teeth, rusty nails, a tiny finger bone. Someone called the police. They questioned Mrs. Bellamy, but she just smiled, saying, "It's part of the recipe." They dug up her garden, the one behind the old stone wall. Under the soil, they found 6 shallow graves, each filled with bones, some of them hundreds of years old. Mrs. Bellamy was taken away, but her house still stands at the edge of the Dales. What would you do if you found a tooth in your bread? Be honest. In Oxford, UK, a strange taco shop opened one night. No ads, no name on the building, just a glowing red sign that read, "Try one time." It only opened after dark, run by one man, tall, pale, with sunken eyes and a twitchy smile. People called him the Taco Man. He never spoke, just handed out beef tacos. The tacos were addictive. One bite, and people came back every night. Then the madness started. A man who missed a night was found scratching at his arms, whispering, "I need it." A woman in pajamas was found trembling in the street, saying, "My body is burning." Some even died, eating taco after taco until their hearts gave out. Daniel Griggs lost his wife this way. She died mid-bite, eyes wide open. He broke into the shop and found a horror lab, meat filled with syringes and white powder everywhere. Then came the whisper, "You came back, just like the rest." The Taco Man stood behind him, eyes glowing red. Daniel ran and told this to the people of town, and when people went to that shop, the shop was gone, only left, "Try one time" glowing poster. Now the next country is Canada. Tell me the city name of Canada. On that, you want me to make the story. In quiet UK towns, this man gives out free Cornish pasties at night. But what happens after you eat it is truly horrifying. This happened in Oxford City of the UK at exactly 2 a.m. A strange white food truck rolled silently into the center of town. No engine sound, no lights. Painted in crooked black letters on its side, "Cornish pasties, first one is free," and the man inside. He was tall and thin, with skin the color of sour milk. His apron was stained. He said nothing, just handed out pasties. The smell was irresistible, warm, buttery, rich, like slow-cooked meat. People passing by, night workers, delivery drivers, stopped without thinking. Something about the scent pulled them in. They bit into the pasties and smiled. Eyes went glassy. Every one of them whispered, "I've never tasted anything like this." By 3 a.m., the truck was gone, just vanished. No one saw it leave. But the real horror came at sunrise. Everyone who had eaten one of the pasties was acting strange, wandering the streets barefoot, eyes wide, like they were lost inside their own minds. They couldn't remember who they were. Some spoke in gibberish. Others just screamed. Another woman was walking like she didn't remember who she is. They weren't dead, but they weren't alive either. Doctors were baffled. No signs of drugs, no infections, just total memory loss and violent behavior, like something had been taken from inside their heads. In my last video, Ruth Woodley commented to make a video on Oxford City. Now the next country is Canada. Tell me the city name of Canada. On that, you want me to make the story.